Ready?
Ready.
Okay, great. Hello everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Tracy.
Hello.
And she's an eyelash technician. Is that the right word, technician?
Or do you like to be lash artist?
Lash artist. Okay, great. This is Tracy. She's a lash artist.
Hello.
And she's gonna do my eyelashes after I do her makeup.
Yeah, so we're gonna do each other.
Yeah. And as we do her makeup, I'll give you like some tips and tricks on how to work on a client because it's much different than working on yourself. First thing, if you're ever working on a client, you always need to sanitize your hands. Lashes or makeup. You always need clean fingers.
That's true.
So for when you do makeup on clients, you want to ask them what kind of skin type they have. Tracy told me earlier that she has oily skin. And you also want to clean their face, but she's already cleaned her face earlier, so I'm not gonna, and she put moisturizer on, so I'm just gonna leave her face alone. But you want to start with the eyes. In case you get any fallout, you don't want the fallout to like give you any sort of pigment under your eyes, so you want to start with the eyes. So I'm gonna take my little palette here, and I have a skin tone concealer on it, and I'm gonna use that as my eyeshadow primer. I'm using the Kryolan Derma Color. And when you're doing makeup on somebody else, you don't want your whole hand like all over their whole entire face. So you want to rest your pinky on their face somewhere, and that will stabilize your hand. And you can even use that tip for when you're doing makeup on yourself. You just want to put your pinky somewhere to have a steady hand. Because like if you're like going like this or like holding their head, it's just not very comfortable. So you want to set the eyes with a shade that is similar to their skin tone. Okay, so I'm gonna dip in between this shade here and this one here, and those two are called Nookie Rookie and Come and Get It. Okay, now I'm gonna take this MAC 217S brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Come and Get It, and I'm going to take this on the outer corners of her eyes. And then just open for a second. You always want your client to open their eyes and look straight ahead so that you can see where you're placing all of the products. And a good way to let your client know which side of their face you're working on, you just kind of touch before you start to apply the makeup, just so they're not startled if, like, say you're on this eye and then all of a sudden you jump over to the other eye, just so they're kind of aware where you're working. Okay, now I'm gonna take this like dome blending brush. It doesn't say what it is. I got this a long time ago from school, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Affogato, and deepen up the outer corner of her eye. And now I'm going to take, I think I want to take Velvet Cuffs. I'm going to take it on my finger. Can I use my finger?
Yeah, of course.
And also if you're working on a client, you want to make sure you ask them like if you can use your fingers on their face, because some people might not want you to use your fingers, but as long as they're clean, it's usually okay. And then after you've applied the shimmer, you want to take a brush that you use a lighter shade on, just to kind of blend in all the edges. Show your client as well. I'm sure they want to see.
Ooh, that looks really pretty. It feels so nice to get your makeup
I know,
done
it's
too.
just like so relaxing. Okay, I'm going to do her eyebrows now.
My brows are uneven. FYI.
I have my Anastasia Brow Pro Palette here. First I'm going to take a clean spoolie here and use the brow primer. Okay, I'm going to take this on a spoolie and just kind of work it into the bristles on the back of my hand. Okay, so I've got the primer, the brow primer on this little spoolie, and I'm just going to brush it through her brows just to help shape the hairs. And then this will also help the brow product stay on the brows. Okay, so for Tracy, I'm definitely gonna take Granite. It's like the darkest eyebrow shade here. And it comes like in the little duo, there's 2 shades. So you wanna use the darker one on the outer half of the brow and the lighter one on like the inner quarter maybe. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the skin. We'll do the liner and under the eyes after we put the skin on, the complexion.
I'm having a little like breakout on my chin here, as you can see.
So for choosing concealer, you kind of want to hold the palette or whatever products you have up to the face so you can determine which will work best. I think I want to use D129, this one here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take it on my finger and just kind of massage it into my finger to warm the product up. When you're spot concealing, you want to use a brush because that will focus the product right where you want it to go. And then flip the brush over to the clean side and just kind of pat around. Concealing breakouts, you want to use a concealer that is the same shade as your skin tone or a little bit darker, because if you use a lighter concealer, it's just going to highlight the blemish.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's so great.
Do you don't use that for everyday stuff? No,
I don't use it on myself, but I do use it on my clients. And it just literally, it's an airbrush, so it just gives you like the most perfect skin. So there's like 3 different levels you can use it on. And see what it feels like? This is so nice. It's just like a little like wind.
I was already like kind of falling asleep because it's so relaxing. This is just gonna put me over the edge.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a little test spot to see if this is the right shade. It's a pretty good match. Doesn't it feel so nice? Okay, great. So this is the shade 8 Honey. And the brand is Temptu. Okay, yeah, that looks like a pretty good color. So if you ever are airbrushing, you just want to hold it like a few inches away from the face and do it in circular motions. And I have mine on the first speed.
Oh, it feels so nice.
It's so relaxing. I worked on for Dota. It was like this music, or not music. It was like a video game competition in Vancouver, and I had to do makeup for the broadcasters, and it was just like all dudes. So I was just doing foundation on like guys all day long, and I used this on them, and they were like, "What is that? That's amazing."
It is amazing.
Okay, I'm just gonna go around your nose area, so take a deep breath in and then slowly breathe out. Okay, and then I'm just gonna let that settle for a few minutes. And I will probably go in after with a brush just to pat it in.
It feels so light, like there's nothing on my face.
I know, it's so nice.
Is there something on there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't feel anything at all.
It's so nice. I love it so much. I wish I had like the time and patience to do this on myself every day, but yeah, it's so nice. I'm just gonna go around your mouth area a little bit more.
Yeah,
Actually.
sure. Do you want me to like?
Yeah, actually do that, and then take a deep breath in, and then slow breath out.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna fan her face to dry it a little bit.
This is like the ultimate luxury.
I know, I use it on brides and they're like, oh my god, that is the nicest thing I've ever had on my face. Like, it's just like a nice relaxing kind of time before you, especially if you're going to get married, it's just kind of nice and relaxing right before you go and have like a kind of stressful-ish day, I would assume. I don't know, I'm not married, but
Probably.
I heard it's stressful. Okay, so now I'm just kind of patting it all in and also just picking up any extra product if there is any.
Wow.
It's literally just like, it's just so perfect.
And it looks like my own skin too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like I don't like doing like super full coverage on people unless that's what they want, but because I like to see like skin texture and stuff, I think that it's nice to see skin texture. Like you don't need to just fully like put product on to cover the whole entire, you know. I like to see texture. But obviously if somebody wants full ass coverage, I'll give them that. I think skin texture is nice.
But I feel like as opposed to like regular foundation, I don't feel anything on my face.
Yeah, it's very, very lightweight. Okay, I'm gonna let that settle on the skin for another couple minutes. Tracy says she has oily skin, so we will go in and powder.
My skin looks amazing.
I know, it's so nice. Oh, I love this airbrush. I'm gonna take this MAC bronzer, and this is in the shade, it just says matte bronze, BB5? Don't know, but it's this. And I'm gonna take it on this Sigma large angled contour brush. Okay, so I'm gonna take this contour here. And when you're using a powder contour, or any contour really, you always want to keep the brush moving in the same direction. So like if you're going up and down, it's just going to move the product up and then kind of pull it back down, and that'll make it look patchy. And also the direction you pull it in will also kind of contour the face and shape the face a bit. So you want to bring it up, and that'll kind of make the face look a little bit more slim. Okay, I'm gonna take this Tarte palette. It is called Skin Twinkle. And I'm gonna take the shade Sunlight, a champagne gold color. Yeah. And I'm going to use this Ben Nye pressed color palette. I cannot show you it because there's broken shadows in it. But I'm gonna take this Quo brush. I think this color would look pretty. What's it called? Does it say? I think it's called Pink Bliss. Yeah, super pretty. Now I'm going to apply some lip balm. You can pat your lips together. And now we're gonna do the eyeshadow under the lash line. Let me just take a little bit of creasing. I'm gonna take this little powder puff just to powder under the under eyes. So there's no creasing, so just lift all the way up. So I'm gonna take this shade, Come and Get It, under the under eyes here. And if you've already got all the face products on, you can also take a powder puff and just kind of rest it on the face so that you don't get any fingerprints in it. And then I'm gonna take my finger and use the shade, what was it called? Can't remember. Velvet Cuffs, which is the shimmery shade. I'm just gonna put it on the inner corner here. So pretty. I'm gonna take the highlight that we used, the Tarte highlight, and just take it on this fluffy brush and just sweep it over the brow bone.
So glad I can watch this video when I need to do my makeup. Just copy it.
Now we're going to do some eyeliner. So this is my MAC, oh, I can never read it. I think it's a 266S brush. And you just want to, you can put the product on the back of your hand to warm it up. And then you want to make sure that you get it into all of the bristles here. So there is a little tip for when you're doing makeup on clients to get the inner corner. So what we'll start with like the middle of the eye line first. So just look up for a second, or open your eyes, sorry. Okay, so you can see here that there's not like a whole bunch of space between the lash line and the crease. So you want to have a really thin line so that it doesn't make the eyelid look small. So you can close your eyes again. And this eyeliner is my MAC Fluid Line Black Liner. Okay, so open your eyes for a second. And then, so when you're trying to get into the inner corner, you want to get the client to look. So with them looking down and out, it really opens up the lash line here, so you can get in there. Open for a second? Yeah. Okay, you can close your eye for a minute. There, and so it's just really easy to get the brush into the inner corner, and then now you can close your eyes again. So we're just going to measure these eyelashes and see if we need to trim them. Okay, I'm gonna curl her eyelashes. So just look straight up to my shoulder. Perfect. And does that feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
I got this new mascara. I actually bought it yesterday, and then I was like, I'm getting eyelash extensions today. Why did I buy this? Like,
oh my God.
I bought one for my kit and one for myself. But the brush looks so nice.
Yeah, I like it.
It's such like a small little
Where's it
brush.
from?
It's just an elf makeup, or an elf fucking mascara. It's like $7. So I was like, oh.
I should
Why
get
did
it.
I
I
buy this?
was wondering about the e.l.f. mascara.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I haven't used it, but I'm about to right now.
Yay.
But not on that spoolie. But yeah, the spoolie looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and short.
I don't always have extensions, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Okay, first impression of it is really fucking thick. I mean, we're gonna be putting eyelashes on top anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
seems nice though.
You can tag e.l.f. Like first impression.
Okay, so just look down.
I'm excited. I haven't had lashes for 3 months now, I think.
Oh wow, you're just
I
taking a
am
break.
super sad. I just been too busy to like,
Keep up with it.
yeah.
They're so pretty. And I'll curl them and put some mascara on them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just let the glue dry for a sec. Okay, we'll put some lipstick on.
Wow. Let's grab a sip here.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really nice.
I know, it's such a pretty shade. Wow, this color is so pretty.
Mm.
I'm gonna take this lip liner. This is a Ben Nye lip liner and it's called Natural. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna curl your eyelashes. Is that feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just add a bit of mascara. And I think I want to take just a little bit of this lipstick. Yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah.
Oh wow, that looks really pretty.
The
I
lip
never
color
look
is
like
so
this.
nice. I love the lipstick.
Thanks. Yeah, that's a really what's the lip color?
The second one I added was Paramount. Either one of those.
And that's a wrap for today. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out Meryl's classic look on my Instagram, adina.lashpd.
And you can check out this look I did on Tracy on my Instagram and YouTube channel. My Instagram is @MerylGrabowskiMakeup and my YouTube is Meryl Grabowski. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye.